thanks very much for joining us. I thought we might actually start with your playing career because it ran at exactly the same time as Matt, who's obviously with us. Just tell us firstly, what kind of a player were you?
Me? Oh,
yeah.
Not too much speaking about me as a player, I think. I was a typical striker, center forward, ball player, if you want. Less running. I think that is a little bit to compare with Matt.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Would you have been familiar with Matt Tissier when you were playing? Because football was a bit more parochial then, wasn't it? There was English football, Austrian football, German football. It wasn't as global then. So every now and again, would you see highlights of a Tissier volley back home?
Yeah, I saw the goals. Fantastic technique and fantastic strikes. And I think, I was always a big fan from the English football. I had 2 chances to come to England as a player, but I didn't make it. So the signing period, I think it was called, therefore, I was training there for 2 weeks, but I didn't make it. I wasn't good enough, maybe. And I would always like to play here in England as a player. I enjoyed the football very much. And when you tell me to that time that I one time be a manager in this league, I would tell you that you have to change your medicine because I would never believe that this will happen. But I'm very, very happy that I get the chance to be here as a manager and enjoy every day to work here.
That's good to hear. Now, I know it's probably not a fantastic subject to broach in this interview. But I'm just fascinated, really, not because of the result against Leicester. What I'm interested in is those days just after that. How did they affect you? And what did you do to turn around the players in the belief in themselves that they are good enough to stay in this league?
At first, I must always say thank you to the club that Martin especially was really supporting me in that moment, because I said to him, when I'm in your case now, then I would sack me. Yeah, but,
very honest.
Yeah, we were hopeless and we were absolutely a disaster. But Martin said that he knows how much I invest, he knows how much I do for this club, and he's 100% sure that we find back to the successful way. We have always all lost a little bit our direction, especially also me, and it was very important, I think, this first time in my entire managing career that I was really successful. So it was for me a very, very important period, and I learned a lot. But when I look back, it was a very, very difficult situation moment, because we lost 9-0 and then we played twice against Man City away. So, and in the same year to have such a turnaround, I was always speaking about normally you don't get the chance as a coach to have this turnaround. Normally the next manager gets the chance, not you. And I did get the chance, and therefore I was very thankful. And my team and we together found the way back to be successful.
Just because it's what I do, I'm really interested. Those post-match interviews, so you've said whatever you've said to your players, you've lost 9-0, the mood's obviously terrible. What are you thinking? You've then got to go out and face journalists. Is that just obviously it's not something you're looking forward to, but is it important? Are you thinking, right, the players will see this, the owners will see this, the fans will see this, I've got to pick my words here, these are still important moments for me? Or is it just, I don't want to be here?
I think we have always very important moments when we step in front of the camera, because the message we bring is always very, very impactful for everybody when we say something, and that we have to know all the time. And I can remember that I received a SMS from Alex Ferguson. I didn't know him before, and maybe if I've never lost 9-0, I would never have contact with him. So that was the positive thing of this result, I think. And it was really helping me, and it was giving me a lift up also, because you as a manager, you're also down and try to find something you can handle on. But in the end, I will have to live with this result my whole life. But when you have the regame 1-1, then the end of the story is a good one, and finally it can help you to become a more experienced manager anyway.
I just wanted to ask, because you just mentioned there in your earlier answer about wanting football, the league to finish. What do you make of the various plans to finish football? Maybe like the isolation camps, and also how close they seem to be getting in Germany with a date almost set in stone now.
I think we are a little bit ahead here in Germany because they really found a way to minimize the risk with very clear rules how you can handle a session. I know that they are training sometimes still 4 weeks now since the shutdown. So in the shutdown, they were always training. Had a few contacts with a few managers and asked them how they did it, what they were focusing on, and they handled it very well. And we all know that the most important thing is to stay healthy and to minimize the risk. There's a lot about testing, a lot about the organization around the sessions, how you eat together, how you shower together and everything. And they were always training in smaller groups. They now start to train in bigger groups up to the 11 against 11 games that really prepare you for the league. And in the end, also the games are under strict rules, and it would be interesting to see how they handle it. But they have a clear plan, and I always said when there's a clear plan that you can do it, then we want to do our job. Yeah, and that's what everybody wants to do. Everybody, when the shops are opening, then that's the reason, because the people want to do their job, and we must find for every part of the economy a way to find back to normality step by step.